Tony's mod time, it's mod time with Tony. Me, I'm Tony, and these are the mods. Mod time!
Okay, did it right that time. Mod time for Monday. Early mods today. I think we left off here. Let's do our updates. Lizard calf huts. Calf huts, chat. Huts. An H. Non-functional decorative calf hut variants. All right. Let's kind of add a little bit of something. These are kind of cool looking. I gotta say. I don't like these. I don't like the effort involved that I would have to do to like make it realistic, but you know, that's just me because I'm lazy. Grain storage with henhouse got an update. LOD1 visibility bug. I don't know what that means. I have no idea. Slurry tanker gets an update. Manure system, work mode configuration, and new tires. I still haven't yet to see anyone. Yeah, I still haven't yet to see anyone use manure system on a stream. I really have. Maybe I'm just missing it. No, I actually like what they say because that'll stick in my brain, Schultz, and I'll actually look it up. I prefer that they said LOD. Just because I don't know what it means doesn't mean I don't want them to put it. Just gives me an opportunity to learn. All right, the weight package gets updated. Mod desk adjusted. Shadow maps. See, I don't know what shadow maps are. I mean, I have an idea, but now I kind of want to know what shadow maps are. That looks like a shadow right there. See, I want to know. That looks like a shadow right there. There's a shadow. Backroads counting gets an update. Now, if you remember this, you'd think you'd see somebody. I watch a lot of stream, Schultz. You'd think you'd see somebody using it. I mean, I'm always peeking around to see what people are up to, lurking around, seeing what's new in Farm Sim, what people are trying. And I haven't seen it. Not saying there's not people doing it, but shocked that I haven't seen it. Are you, Elder? Eldir, sorry. Yeah, if you remember, we found this bug. I reported this to FSG. I'm sure other people reported it as well, but Field 64 not being in a field-ready state. They removed the starter farm lights and the fencing. Was a cool map, but remember, Field 64 was not a field. Right there. Yeah, they fixed it. I don't know if you're going to need a new save game. It doesn't say. Yes, exactly, Oki. But it's fixed. Good on them. It was a really nice map. And if you're on PC, you could easy dev it to fix it, or you could just create field plow. I mean, there's ways to do it. But I'm glad they went and fixed it. Those guys, like once we told them about it, they were like, "Oh yeah, man, I'll get it fixed." Like they've always been really nice to me. So plot it instead of forget. Yeah, they've always been really nice to me and responsive to questions I have of them. So I like those guys. All right, new stuff. Got a Kamara TF100, 27 square bales, 28 round bales. It's a trailer. It doesn't say if it's auto load or not. I'm gonna guess it looks like it is, because again, nobody stacks it this neatly. Nobody stacks it that neatly. Yeah, a lot of trailers. Here is the lizard version. Same thing. All right, we got a John Deere Pro Gator. Not just a Gator, it's a Pro Gator. Got a rear hitch, passenger mode, because why not? 14,500, 23 horsepower. Sorry, that is not, that is ugly. Bad thing is we had one of these, or my dad had one of these. I didn't, but he had one of these. They were kind of fun to drive, but they are not, I don't like that front end at all. Not a fan of that front end. I'm sure it's not a fan of me, but there you go. It's a Gator. Put a couple bales in there. Do your scout stuff. No, that's the precision farming soil sampler. Could put cases of beer in there. We could put some kegs of Dr. Pepper Zero Sugar in there too, Eldeer. Drive around our Dr. Pepper. All right, we got a cow barn L shape. Missy B. 100 cows, 90 grand. Use the milk tank extension for extra milk capacity. Yeah, 6 of one, half dozen of the other. Yeah, you get $50 a month for the solar panels. Nice cow barn. Like Missy B stuff, so. All right, we got a lizard slice weight. There's a lot of weights today for some reason. 1,000 to 1,450 kilos, 950. Color selection, make it match. Yes, we're gaining weight. All right, digital gas station displays. Okay. Decoration only. There's enough sunlight. A photovoltaic cell is set up, which supports power supply. All right. Drops form when it rains, fog up in the fog, and panes can even freeze when there's snow. 6,700 for the large one. 3,500 for the small. Like, is the number correct? I don't. It's just a decoration, right? It's going to be the same number every time, right? I mean, this hasn't changed in any of the pictures. Interesting if it that has the photovoltaic and that does not. Interesting if it like actually changed. Yeah, it would be really cool, BMac. All right, Grimlock RC is a line production. Now we like our small footprint production, so this is kind of cool. Got a kind of a hot bay feel to it. 20 cycles per hour, so not exactly slow, ain't exactly fast. 20,000 liters for your capacities, and it's 30 grand. A nice little small production. We love small productions. All right, we got a Crone trailer, 119 grand, holds 52,000. Isn't that just the loading wagon without the pickup? Maybe? I don't know. It is. All right, that's what I thought. What's up, Trent? Still kind of cool. All right, more weights. Like I said, more weights. 500 kilos is 29.50. That ain't cheap. 1,220 kilos is 36.70. Got a box. Got lights. A fancy big box of weight. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. It's a box with weights. I don't know. What do you want me to say about it? All right, we got a bale loader for $1,700. You know, got the spiky things and the scoopy things and the squishy things.
Why? Why?
I don't.
Why? Why?
I don't,
Why?
don't know. More weights, ropes and chains. See, I thought this was going to be a different mod. I thought Giants let something slip past, but nope. This is just a weight. $15, 20 kilos, $30 for 60 kilos for the chain. It's just a weight. It's only 20. I think it's more decorative than anything because, let's be honest, it's only 20 kilos. But I saw ropes and chains and I started to think something happened to Giants. But yeah, mostly decorative. I don't know what this is going to weigh down. The only thing I'm kind of curious of is if they sway. You know what I mean? Is it a static weight or does it sway? I kind of want to download it and find out now. All right, let's copy that over. Kind of curious. I don't know why. Another trailer, 15,260 goes from 10,000 to 17,000 liters. Dude, that would be amazing. If he does say that, make sure you screenshot that, Eric, please. I need some leverage. Maybe if I have a screenshot of that, I'll get told when the new game's coming out. So there's different configurations. Pretty neat looking. What's up, Test Pledge? How you doing? All right, we got an old shed metal. $8,000. I mean, it's a shed. He did shake up. He did. Dude, Kermit's stone face. Kermit don't mess around. He does not play. All right, we got gravity tanks. $4,500 holds 1,240 liters of fuel. I think we have a couple mods like these. These look nice though. I like the old rusty one for sure. I don't know if it's big bucks, but he definitely zips his lip. I know that. All right, we got a Buchweiser farmhouse. The Buchweiser was built in 1892. I don't know what it is, but it was renovated. Got a residential area with a covered balcony. Got a workshop trigger. There's a barn. 40 head of cow, 80 pigs, 10 horses. Draw trigger, water trigger. Oh, I'm sure if no, he knows. Definitely knows, Eric. 120 grand building costs. Definitely knows. So this is a lot of inside stuff. That's kind of neat. I don't know. Kind of weird to have like the residential and the cows, but kind of like this section though. It's kind of neat. Trent on the 25. Thank you, Trent. The wife up mooing. Yeah. Believe me, the cows be mooing more than the wife would be. All right, we got a map in the middle. Oostenwalde. I don't know. 4 fold cards, so 4X. PC only. 32 ground angles, 201 fields. Oh my good lord. 2 free hours for building, 10 points of stale. 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. All right, today Death Pledge. A lot of required mods, of course. That is a lot of required mods. That is a lot of fields. Good gracious. I cannot wait to see how DJ talks about this map today. Cannot wait. I mean, they look decent size. These are not small fields. It is a 4X. That is a lot of required mods. I don't know. It's interesting PDA. Can't really tell the road system. Guessing that stuff is the... I don't know. All right, we got cutter storage. 3 different bearings for cutter bars and choppers. 5 compartments you can store your cutter bars and choppers. So here's the list of the ones that can be stored, which is a pretty decent list, but obviously it's not all encompassing. 65 grand. You got a smaller version. Again, here's your list of stuff. You can store your Ropa cutter bars. You got to have animated object extend mod. This is nice and all, but you know what? It's just easier for me to just drop it in a free space. Too organized for me. I do kind of like these icons. I don't know what's going on there, but I kind of like that. Do like that. All right, we got Collinson Silos, UK-based company, large range of silos. Numbers don't light up. Nah. 25 grand. These are cool looking. I do like these. Look like they're buyable for products. Like you know, put in there what you want. I do like these. These look sharp. It doesn't say the capacity of them. I'm guessing they're fairly small. You know, 17,000, like that, 20,000. But they are very nice looking. I do like them. I kind of want these. I like them. All right, we got Felsbrunn for PC from the Lort. Been modernized. 58 purchasable farmlands, 38 fields, collectibles, precision farming, field grass as a crop. Farm production pack from Omatana is installed. Double destruction, traffic lights. Boo. Boo, traffic lights. So you got to have productions pack by the Lord. You got to have pack of buildings from Felsbrunn by Barty and lizard silos with liquid storage by the Lord. That looks like Felsbrunn to me. Although wasn't the silo in a different spot? I don't remember. I don't remember. Like, the only thing we did on Felsbrunn is test. There's a couple fields that were over here that we used to test. $50,000? Seriously? That's awesome. Thank you, Eric. Yeah, I think the silo was a little different. But we used to, because I think the shop is here. And we used to take these 2 fields to test on. Or no, it was these 2 fields to test on. Right here. Because here's the home farm, I think. Here's the shop. Here's the home farm. And I used to use these 2 fields to test on. I did like it. It's a nice map, but like I really never drove past the 2 fields that were up here. I never played on the map. I just tested on it. Because it was easier to test on Felsbrunn than it was Ravensport. There you go. Little nostalgia for you. All right, we got a mulcher. The Multhing Mulcher MUM. The sell point. Yeah, I didn't really use the sell point. It was mostly with like we did yield testing and that sort of stuff. When precision farming came out, we tested it on there. And people told me I was stupid and didn't know what I was doing. And they knew how to do it better than I did, even though they were still at work and didn't have it yet and hadn't touched it or even installed it on the game. But I digress. Let's move past that. Yeah. $8,950, 160 horsepower, 3-meter working width. It's a mulcher. We're not going to be mulching with this. But it looks really well done. I will say that. Get it in pink. What more could you ask for? No, I haven't figured it out. I don't care enough to figure it out. that's the yeah, a little bit salty, Trent. That's the problem, Eric. I don't care enough to test that. All right, we got an auto load trailer. Low loaders. This is what for cotton normally, right? $26,000. Need pallet auto load specialization by Ashimobile. Oh no, capacity is auto loaded depends on the product being loaded. I thought that was the, no, it's not the cotton one. All of them? The answer is yes, all of them. Pretty sure. So this says auto load extreme capacity. There's 36 to 38 Euro pallets, which is pretty big. That's normal capacity is 12 Euro pallets. That holds quite a bit. Kind of neat. Holds quite a bit. I like it. Made that one. Newell. Hey, good job, Newell. That one? No, that one's all platforms. Oh, no, wait, that's the case. Sorry. Yeah, PC only. Not sure why. Pallet auto load specialization. Well, there you go. All right. We got the silage silos. Quite a big pack here. Yeah, probably not till the next game, but here is all the different ones. So you got tiny, you got super long. That's pretty big. Biggest one is 11,500, so it's cheap. 6x42. Smallest one is 6x10.
I'm so excited! I'm scared!
Farmer Pierce coming with a raid. What's up? What's up, Manny, Dimpy? Thank you, Oki. Han, how are you? Breaking Hall, how are you? Farmer Pierce, thank you for the raid. How was your stream? We're doing a little mod time right now. Welcome in. Last of Us Part 2. Interesting game. How you liking Last of Us Part 2?
All right, Tony was my guy. All right, my guy.
Thank you, Dimpy. Oh, I actually do, because I found it to be disappointing.
Tony has done it again.
Yes, thank you, Manny. I found it disappointing, Farmer Pierce. All right. Next, we got the Case IH-165. It is a plow. It's 14 grand. 3.6 whopping meters. Requires 200 horsepower. I mean, it's still a moldboard, but it's a Case. It is a new save game. All right. Thank you, Eldier. Yeah, I guess if you're changing the field, hopefully you can revert back, Eldier. You know you got backups, right? Good. Yeah, it didn't make a mention. We always say, you know, it should be a requirement if you update a map, whether it needs a new save game or not, and it's not on there. But again, we've said that since I've started doing mod time and no one listens to me, so, you know, there's only so much I can do. It's a nice looking plow, but again, it's a mold board. You know, I'm not going to use it. All right, lastly, we have Expandable pastures. I'm very excited about this because we've talked about this for quite a while. There's a feature that a lot of people are going to be excited about. I don't either. I don't know. I don't either, Eldir. Like I said, we've been talking about it forever. It should be required. Chissel. I don't know if you guys watched the video on this, but have you always wanted to design your pastures freely? Yes. You can expand husbandries and pastures that are prepared for this purpose. Place your husbandry pasture and set an ID for it. Now you can place further areas that you want to add to this husbandry pasture. In multiplayer, you have to make the assignments separately. I don't know what that means. We're going to play with it, test it out a little bit. What's up, Yos? I don't know. It's expandable, Yos, not expendable. Yos, it's been a long time. I've missed you. How was PAX? I saw lots of pictures of Yos. Yos allowed himself to be photographed. I was shocked. This does support animal grazing mod. Pictures of you. I saw a lot of pictures of you. Did I like them? I mean, I didn't dislike them. You look like you were having fun, so yeah. Happy times. Only intended for small stables or pastures. If it becomes too large, the animals may freeze. Okay. If you place the pasture extensions on a slope, they are grouped together at 5-meter intervals in height. Create levels that are not technically connected. Interesting. So you can't have flying animals if you go crazy. So $7,500 for the cow pasture, 15 cows. Cow barn's $254 for 45 cows. $518 for 80 cows. That's a pleasant view. How was your stream last night? I was lurking on you a little bit last night. You were making some hay. Yeah, we got so he has the barns. The barns have been made up to work with this mod. So that's what this is. You can see here, he's made a giant pasture. We'll get to this. You have to have the barns that are ready. Now he's made these. Definitely doing it legit. Everything you do is legit. You know what you're doing. What'd you do, Yos? Yos, you just came back and now you're getting... Oh, period. No periods, Yos. No periods. There was a stand for an OBS alternative called Meld. Interesting. Was it any good, Yos? So this is the little pastures. 7,500 with a barrel, with a trough at 7,500. You need expandable pastures, which is the other one. More modern. Interesting. So there is your little stand. So we've downloaded both of these. There's your trough. We're going to try these out. We're going to see how they work. Let's go over to the game, because I'm curious of how these work. No, it's not bad that OBS has a little competition. I know Streamlabs is technically competition, but out for Apple, beta for Windows. Really? That's no bueno. Yeah, so many Mac gamers, right? All right. I do not have enough money. All right, we need money, chat. Give ourselves some money. That's true. But I mean, if you had to say the majority of streamers, are they Mac or PC? I mean, Mac or Windows. I don't know. I would guess not Mac. Now you're just making me hungry, Yos. All right. See what we got here with these barns. All right, let's just do cows. So here you see that right here. These are EP ready. Now, as far as I know from the video, these are like base game ones. Like, so that's your, just your trough. There's your regular one, the large one, and then the large one with the robot. We're just going to place this one. You do not want me to use my Oscars for automated monitors or not approve my rant? No, absolutely do. We have pretty low standards on our moderator here, Farmer Pierce. You let loose. Get it out. Don't hold it in. All right, so I asked a question. What's up, Theo? How you doing, JJ? Exactly. We let Oki be a mod here. Now, this does not change the terrain, but it did change the grass. Now, I was told that you could make the blue thing pop up so you could see the edge of your... You know what I mean? You could see the edge of your buildable area. It's like Schultz has the like the mesh. You wanted to place fences around here. I was told... Work on your boat. Hey, no worries. Thank you for the raid, Farmer Pierce. I don't see where you can go the blue part, like turn that on and off. You know what I mean? Oh, pasture helper. There we go. So if you need to make fences around your new pastures, that is pretty cool. So I don't know if it's technically your nav mesh, but gives you that. So once you have that, from what I understand, You have pasture extensions right here. Now you have 5x5, which is kind of small. It's hard to see, but get there. Up to 50x50, which is pretty big. I just wonder if it would help to get rid of the crop here. I don't know. We have rectangles. We have triangles. No circles. Now, the other thing that they said was that each time you add one of these, so if you add the 50x50, yeah, that's what I'm getting to. It adds this capacity. So whatever this, I can't remember how many cows this barn took, but whatever it held, we're adding 50 cows to it, to the capacity of that barn. If you do the 5x5, you don't add any cows. Well, he did say again, it gets to, what's up, Joker Tickle? How you doing, Joker? It gets, there's only so much you can add to it. There are limits. It says if it becomes too large, the animals may freeze. This is Chissel. That I don't know. So we can exit out of here. And look at our barn. No animals. All right, let's buy a few cows and then we can add some food and see if it goes up. How's that sound? Buy a couple of cows. All right, later, Death Pledge. Thanks for coming in. All right, we got 5 cows. Get a tractor and a trailer and dump food in. You would hope it would change the food capacity as well, because if you get, you know, small capacity for a small barn and then add a big pasture. MR. This is going to be fun. This is normal. Look, they're perfect. All right, so it's 33,000. I know, Joker. I know. It's 33,750. Right? We got that. Sometimes you guys got to do things the wrong way just for fun. All right, so if we wanted to extend this back here, it's kind of hard to see with the terrain. That's the only thing that's kind of weird. We level it.
Professional streamer, everybody.
Yeah. Yeah, I know you can raise the plane, but I kind of wanted to see it that way first. I want to see if it's level if it shows up. You know what I mean? Steps. Built steps. There's steps to my madness. I did watch the video, but there are steps to my madness. All right, so you can see this better when it's leveled out. But as Schultz mentioned, you can see the pasture helper is on off, so we can turn that off, which makes this really hard to place. I don't know why you would do that, but you can, right? And then you have O for lower. So we lowered it. Doesn't give me the raised one. Where's the raised one? Now we've lowered it and I can't see it. Might be P. Oh yeah, it is P. Just not showing on there. Thank you, Schultz. Good job. So we've raised and lowered our pasture, which is interesting because it's lowering both of them, or raising both of them. So this one is not operating independent of that one. So say we want to make it like that. Well, he did say if you do it on some weird slopes, they could be flying. Schultz. Yeah, no problem, LDR. Yeah, there's always like three or something saves that are on the backups. And even in your save game folder in like my documents, you got backups. Good. You can place it way up and they won't float. All right. So this is the assigning part. So we only have one cow barn, so it's easy to assign. But if you had like say 2 cow barns, so they say, yeah, we'll try it. This is where you assign it to which barn it goes to. Easy enough because like we only have one, but so we hit one, and then we have 2 pastures. Yeah, you can go back and thanks. Here we go. So if we want to add another one, raise those up. Put it out here. Hey, now it says steaks. Now we can go back to lowering the horse helper. It's weird that it didn't put grass down there, though. You know what I mean? Like it did it for the one when we put the barn, but it didn't do it for the additions. So first, let's check and see. We did not change our capacity. That could be an issue if you have too many cows in there and not enough capacity for food. That could be a thing. All right, but again, if we wanted to paint this, right? We know our thing. We want to put our pasture helper on. We want to paint grass. Can do that. You can see they're already floating around back in there where we put the first pasture. Not floating, I shouldn't say that. They're walking around back there. And then again, if you want to put fences down, now that we have our grass, it makes it pretty simple, but no gate. There we go. As far as I can see, yes. Now we can put this fence here, drag it along our horse helper. No, you actually don't. Like, they don't have to connect as far as I can tell. I don't know how they get from one to the other. So if we go back to the animals and the pasture extensions, just doing these, see, like I can put it over here, How they get from this area to this area, I don't know. You know what I mean? We'll see if any cows start messing around in there. So the only thing I see so far is that it doesn't add food capacity, which is going to be... Because if you put, say, the small one, that's just the trough. Right? It only holds 15 cows. Like, you're going to run out of food pretty quick in a day. Especially with EAS. Because we are running EAS. The amount of food you're going to go through only goes up when you get more cows reproducing. I've not noticed our capacity change on EAS the more cows we've gotten. I don't know. We can add a few more cows and see if that works, Joker. Could 100% be correct. Yeah, so we added 5 more cows and the capacity didn't go up. So that's the only little curiosity I have about this so far. I'm sure I'll have more, but so I don't see any cows going in here. Pretty sure you can fix that. I think that's it. Yeah, especially with EAS, it's kind of important that that goes up. But no cows are floating, and we did go above. Let's do one more, and we'll put it way up in the air and see. We'll actually make sure it's connected, or at least overlapping. So each of these blue squares that we got so far, Jed, attached to this barn that we have. So you can have multiple barns, but they don't attach to the same pasture. As far as I can tell. Again, this is new. So we've added that. There, we'll put a little bit different color grass. Put the forest grass just to see if they walk differently over on the forested area. He's kind of on it. I don't know. We're overlapping, so he's not floating. I'm guessing the horse helper's not the height of the pasture. You know what I mean? The horse helper has no effect on the height of the actual pasture that we've created. It's more the terrain of the... You know what I mean? The terrain of the ground. That didn't make sense, but I think you guys got what I'm saying. So if, like, we raised a section up... Yeah, I think that's when you're going to get floating fields. I agree. So if we put this up here, that is probably where they're going to go weird. Yeah, the blue thing I don't think matters at all, however high this is. I think this is purely for you seeing what you're doing. But if you see here, like our nav meshes for those are off that one. So because those are on different terrain, I think these are higher. So that is where you could get some weirdness with the cows. You know what I mean? Like the rest of these were on level ground. They're fine. This one is different, or these two. So you might get some wonkiness there. Let's pack this thing full of cows and see if they walk around. Nope. Yeah, so they're not really going over here yet. They haven't really gone over here yet. And they haven't gone to that one over there yet. Don't know if the fence has anything to do with that. Well, let's fast forward and just what happens. Oh, cows changed color. Cows are changing colors on us, chat. What is happening? What are you running from me for? What are you hiding? Look, just changed color again. We haven't seen them go to any of the disconnected areas. They are chameleons. We haven't seen them come over here. So let's do this real quick. Connect it. See if nope, they went over there. Look, they are over there. I don't know how they got over there, chat. But they're there. I don't remember if that was because we connected them or like it happened at the same time. Yeah, I don't know. It's right at the same time, so I can't tell. Obviously best just to connect them, I think, but yeah, it's a huge step. I think this thing is really cool. And the other thing, we're saving. There was another thing point out in the video. As soon as it gets light out, we'll show you. All right, later, Eric. As you can see, they've already eaten all that food, so they're already dying. That is like I said, that is the one issue that to be addressed, I think, is the food issue. Oh, we got yeeted. Fine. We have anyone that are pushes? Is the power tube a push or is that a tipper? I can't remember. That's a tipper. That one is the floor, right? This power push. Yeah, there's a floor. All right. Try this again. Still don't see any cows on the upper mountain there. Really? What's up, farmer guy? It's going all right. We're testing a mod. Yes, we have a cow mountain. Well, apparently, from what I've been told by people that actually worked in feedlots, there's something in the feedlots where they do have like higher areas for. I don't know, Schultz. Can you explain the raised areas in the feedlots? You'd be better at that than I would. Drainage. There you go. So they do that on purpose in a lot of feed yards. And now it's obviously not this, right? Well, that one's just sleeping. So they came over here, but they're really been avoiding this. I haven't seen any over here. But they did come over here. And this is an extreme example. But look, we've created our own pasture. We really have created our own pasture for this cow barn. I think this thing is amazing. Again, like we haven't tried this. This is a cow pasture with a trough. I don't know if it's similar to that, or like, is this a second barn? This one you got to put water. So we'll put this one down. Then we'll try to add mesh to it and see if it says barn 2. What's up, Loveweed? How are you? What's up, Joe? Place this and see if it assigns it. So steaks, or yeah, so we can assign that to cow pasture with a barrel. So that is a new one. The other thing that I wanted to point out that was in the video was, as you see here, the pasture does not destroy the field, right? Now the cow barn, so like this one that we put on, if we place this down, now where the pasture is, you can see that destroyed the field, right? But I know, like we've had this discussion before too. Some people have grazing in the fields, right? On top of fields. So with these, you can put them in a field, not destroy the field, and still add the pasture extensions. Right? So you can have these in a field to have them go graze in the field and then not destroy the field. Now, I've also seen you can demolish. I can sell that rectangle. So if I put on that, I click on the pasture, I can delete that, and it still did no damage to the field. That is high. So that is deletable without destroying the field, these things. Which is pretty cool. So here's the other thing. You see this warning. Extension cannot be sold as the pasture would otherwise offer too little space for existing animals. You have to have a certain amount of space for the amount of cows you have. So you can't add capacity with these blue things and then delete them and still keep the high capacity. If that makes any sense. Like you can't pack 500 cows in a tiny little pasture like this. If you go under that threshold, it's not going to allow me to sell that. Come on, cow, go up the mountain. Avoiding that mountain. So there's like 5 or 6 really cool features in this. This is really close to creating your own. Or good. Yeah, either way, you're just backwards. That's all. What's up, Janelli? Download Schultz mod. Well, in the text of this. Hey, Benjanelli. I think this is really neat. I would. Besides the adding the extension to the I don't know if this makes a difference because I think it's a distinction without a difference. I guess it doesn't matter. So I guess forget it. I don't know. I was gonna put an idea out there, but it doesn't really matter. Because you don't have to add the cows. You don't have to buy more cows. You can increase the pasture space without increasing the amount of cows. Like I was thinking of having like a 0 addition here. Just like empty pasture with 0 addition, but it doesn't matter. Again, it's a distinction without a difference because it doesn't matter. You don't have to add the cows. I'm just thinking, out loud, which is never good. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Love Weed on a 7 streak. Thank you, Love Weed. Yeah, it does not, BMAC. That's the only thing I think that needs to be adjusted on this. I think this thing is fan-frickin-tastic. Because you could take literally any size
Professional streamer, everybody.
Field, right? If we want to make this field a pasture, right? Put it to cow barn 3, and then we wanna make it, and we can triangle the crap out of this. You don't need more food per month, but it doesn't extend the capacity. That's the thing. So we tried it on this one and it did not extend the food capacity. This one stays at 33,750. Now you can add more cows, but your capacity for food doesn't expand. That's what we need it to do. Because the capacity for 20 cows is way different than 100 cows. But otherwise, this thing is fantastic. Do a food extent? I think you should. I think you sent me the video. That Disturbed Simulations was really good about answering questions, Schultz. I would contact him and see if you can get a hold of Chissel. Maybe work together on it. But yeah, you can make this field into a pasture if you wanted. With the overlapping. That way too. However, your judgment. Obviously, we're doing this like badly, but I mean, you get the idea. You could create your own pasture out of a field, out of a section. However you want to do it, you can create a pasture. Whatever spot you got. Like I could add, say, make a shape like this, you know, like a half circle, you know, a curve, something. But you know what? That's just nitpicky. Other than extending food capacity, I think this thing is amazing. Yeah, I think this is really cool. Cow Mountain. Look at you go. Get up there. Get up there. I don't know. What do you guys think? Where's that silly weight thing? How do we put that on here? Did I not put that on here? It's in there. Where is it? New No Man's. Nice. I know I put the weight thing on here. Must not have activated it. I don't know. I activated everything else. Definitely not in here. Think you'll stick with your large. Hey, I mean, hey, this is just an option. All mods, they are just options. Why is that not showing up? That just bothers me. It's not showing up. Interesting. It says it's under the weights category. I don't see it. There we go. When activated. All right, we'll look at this one real quick while it's on in my head. I do have other mods to show you, but we're gonna save them for tomorrow or Wednesday, depending on if we don't get mods since they've been so spotty lately. Not a single spotted mod. You haven't been looking hard enough. There we go. Doesn't look like it's gonna sway, but I don't know. Could be wrong. No. So the answer to that is no. No jiggle. Nope, no jiggle. No wiggle, no jiggle. It'd be a lot cooler if it did, that's for sure. But, look, we got an amazing new pasture mod. I think that thing is fan-frickin-tastic. Well done, Chissel. See how everyone reacts to that. I think it's amazing. We had some other cool mods out there. We got Felsbrun. I don't know. Your big guy singing. Let's go back to farming. We've been in here for like an hour already. 2 hours later.
Tony's mod time, it's mod time with Tony. Me, I'm Tony, and these are the mods. Mod time!